South Acres.
I love the music.
To Greensboro.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
we got H-Town's real hip hop. All new 93.7 The Beat.
The whole.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm with that, but I'm not a vegan though. I still eat meat, but I eat the vegan food. I definitely eat less meat though.
Okay.
Cause I got scientific studies have proven
Have proven
might
what?
help you live longer
Of course.
if you minimize the meat intake. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Shane.
Especially after seeing how them chickens be looking and cows be looking.
Was it genetically modified?
Like they told me how long it take to so from on a chicken farm.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned this the other day in Delaware, right? So
That's a random ass place to learn.
right. So on a chicken farm, from the egg to the chicken getting slaughtered, it only take like 6 weeks or 9 weeks. So no, not 18 weeks. This the man with the farm told me out his mouth. Full-grown chicken that's like 10 pounds in like 6 weeks, 9 weeks from the egg.
Oh, wow. And that's because
slaughter on the thing and in the store.
It's natural that it grows that big?
Nah, they like.
Or they feed it drugs?
Yeah, they didn't tell me what they put in the food. They said the place, the big company, sends the water and the food for you to feed them. So you don't know what the fuck it is.
You know, everybody, so a lot of people in our building, I call them, we're Sididity black people, because we are.
Right.
And we only drink alkaline water, and a lot of people are vegan and all that. So
we just saying.
We drink alkaline water, mind our business up here. But one of my PD, and I'll introduce him later, he doesn't eat any pork, he's like Muslim or whatever. Right. But he also brings that up with Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi.
Yeah.
And it's like, you ain't supposed to eat this, and this is a hybrid fruit. I'm like, y'all doing a lot.
So,
like,
Dr. Sebi's grandson is like kind of like my herbalist, nutritionist.
Okay.
But I ain't really been on top of it the way I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But he hooked me up with all the supplements and everything. But I ain't gonna lie, I've been running wild the last few months.
Because you're on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does your daily diet look like? Like
I don't eat a lot.
You don't eat no meat?
Yeah, here and there.
Okay.
But like for the last couple months, nah, no meat. Like here, I probably in the last few months, like meat outside of fish, probably ate maybe like 5 times in the last couple months at the max.
Do you see a difference? Like, do you got more energy and all that?
Yeah. I've really been on, I've been on the road the last few weeks, but I've been bouncing straight up. I ain't been super sleepy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've been feeling, regular little bowel movements and all that.
So, I don't know if you don't want to eat what we got coming, but I think it's like catfish.
No, I'm down to eat whatever right now.
But
it's no rules when you don't see nothing but gas stations for miles.
Oh, that's true. And you just got
and
whatever
you walk in thinking it's going to be something different. Standing in the gas station for like 10 minutes, looking at the chips and shit, and then looking back. Looking back, damn. Yeah, I'm down to eat anything.
Yeah, I feel it. When we first were planning you coming up here, I wanted to take you out to like one of the hood stores, corner stores.
Yeah, why we didn't do that?
Record labels be hating on me. Be hating on taking, doing a lot of extra. Because we got to get permission and stuff like that to film and whatever. But we were like, what are the top 4 or 5 things that a hood corner store has that you can only get there? Because I say
like noodles, oysters.
Oysters. So like down in the South, we have pig's feet at the corner stores.
Pig feet.
Okay,
it's always a bucket of pig feet.
Yeah, a bucket of pig feet. We got, I think it's only a Texas thing. They have single serve pickles, like these big ass pickles.
They got that too in the big thing in
know.
LA.
What about boiled peanuts? That's some country
peanuts?
shit.
Nah.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
That's some. He said never had that. That's some country shit. And then, they got the tall teas in case you need one.
Right.
Then do-rags. The single serve Kool-Aid jammers that they took out the pack. They sell for like 50 cents.
Right.
So
right. All that, yeah.
We're gonna do that, but
and you can pay all your bills.
Exactly.
All your local bills. You can pay the gas, light, phone bill, get a money order, everything at the store in the hood, in my hood.
All of that. All right. Interestingly enough, we haven't even started the interview. So, are you ready, sir?
I'm prepared. I think.
It's y'all new 93.7 The Beat, H-Towns for Hip Hop, home of the Breakfast Club. It's your girl Ashlee with 2 E's on there checking in. So y'all know I'm from the West Coast. I got to put on for the West. Who we got in here? Introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, what's happening? We got G Perico, the ghetto president, live.
Live with you in H-Town. It's your first time, right? First time in the city.
Very first time, yep.
And we already gave him a list of things to do. We're about to send you out with some restaurants to go hit up before your show tonight. You're on tour with Freddie Gibbs, and y'all are at Warehouse Live tonight, correct?
Yes.
What you got planned? Like, how you gonna bring the West to H-Town?
Well, I'm actually I'm not gonna bring the West to H-Town. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take H-Town to the West.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You gonna take them on a voyage?
Yeah,
right.
we're gonna jump in a ride and we're gonna slide and you know, I'm gonna just paint the picture, make everybody feel like they there. Like the weather ain't really too much different right now, so you know, just the storytelling is how I'm gonna get them there.
Yeah. And you came from Dallas. He was in Dallas last night, and you were talking about how you were surprised because you had people that knew your song. There's a lot of people like rocking with you in the crowd that knew the words and everything.
Yeah, pretty much. So far on this whole tour, I've been, surprised. But Dallas actually the most. I didn't realize how much of a, they mess with West Coast, the West Coast feel, you know what I mean, and how much they mess with L.A. the same way I mess with them. So it was a dope experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that your sound is like, it's similar to the G-Funk sound, right? Very, very West Coast. I say that just to say it's very, very West Coast. But
some of it
is. But do you think, like, you got the new single Play With It, which kind of is universal. Anybody can mess with that song. Do you think that sometimes having that sound might, like, pigeonhole you sometimes?
Yeah, that's why I do, like, actually a lot of different music. But I think what people, like, I did a project called G Worthy with Cardo. So I'm actually in a group called G Worthy. And that was like super funky EP. You know what I mean? And that's like, it's been streaming real high. So that's what people hear first. So I think that's where the super G-Funk and some of the features that I did. But a lot of my music is kind of like universal, more, the modern West Coast feel. You know what I mean? So, but I definitely think that it does have a limit in some cases. Yeah. Like everybody, won't understand it. You know what I mean? So
shoot, we still play Chopped and Screwed down here. Like,
right. And so do we, you know what I mean, down there. But it's like it's a select audience though, back that way that listen to it. So yeah, it definitely in the big scheme of things as far as national and worldwide. Even though you got people in other countries that love West Coast to death, like dressing like me, tattoos of me, you know what I mean? But as far as like the nation is concerned, all these different markets, it can, stunt the growth a little bit in certain scenarios.
But it seemed like the West, like we were just having a conversation about Nipsey, he's really growing. Like if you don't already know about him, people are paying attention to him more. Then obviously YG's doing his thing. Like, there is that misconception that you can't make it out the West without Dre. Is that even still the truth now?
I'm really not. I mean, I don't think so because the new group of talent right now. I mean, I don't think nobody's even met Dre, and a lot of people are bubbling to become like nationwide success. I'm one of them. You know what I mean? And yeah, I definitely. I mean, I think it probably was a thing back in the day. Dre is one of the greatest though, but it's just it's new now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of people do have his influence still, in their music. But as far as the just getting his hand put on your shoulder, I don't think that's like
necessary,
super necessary no more, or would be detrimental to whatever you're trying to do.
Yeah, and I told you when you were coming in here that I put on for the West Coast because I make. I'm connected to it. We had I think it was Filthy Rich was here a little while ago.
Oh yeah, that's my boy Filthy.
Yeah, and he's same attitude here. And we asked him, every region has a different sound. They say Atlanta trap is taking over the radio or whatever. Yeah, like if he works with Mozzie and was it Prezi a lot. Yeah, and all them. We're like, if you were to work with someone outside of your region, like who are you really looking at? Like they could be from Houston, New York, Chicago, wherever. Like, what artists are you really like? Do you vibe with?
Man, I like all of the new music. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, I want to just like meet people and vibe with people first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before I because it's the whole music thing, it gets strange sometimes. Like, people like be a little different, you know? So, I don't want to, you know.
He said, funny. He said the same thing.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't want to put it out there, but
yeah, I don't want to just say no names and then you know, somebody just go bad on me or act, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've seen that happen a lot. So I just want to just get around people. I'm a fan of everybody though. You know what I mean? I enjoy everybody music that's dope. You know what I mean? Even people that's not really that, you know, with that status, but dope music. So anything tight, I enjoy it. But, you know, I like to just, you know, vibe with people first. But I got a lot of music with Filthy, Mozzie, Prezi, all of them, you know, and people from different regions. So, you know, it's just more so, you know, a little more personal with me because
it's
I
about
don't
the
just,
vibe.
yeah, I'm not just rapping. You know what I mean? My music is an art. You know what I mean? You know, the lifestyle is an art that I talk about. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not just doing rap, you know?
Yeah. Y'all be able to see when you watch the video that he came in here. I thought that Jericho was going to be free. But he came in here.
Oh, yeah.
It's you know, activating right now.
No, I just washed my hair the other day. And I gotta keep it like just super wet for at least a day.
Yeah.
So, you know, it won't be dry in the middle of the day. My shit, I mean.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It
turned into a fro. You know what I mean? Bleep that. Just put a bleep.
So people try to get you to. Do people try to get you to get rid of the curl?
Actually, no. Nobody's ever
Been like, why you wearing that?
like cut that off. You know, I got like loads of jokes. You know what I mean? But it's like it's really not that many jokes you could say. You know what I mean? And then a lot of people don't even want to get me started. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, yeah, you the assassin.
Yeah, I'm
like,
I'm the assassin. I'm bad.
I'ma end it.
Yeah.
It don't matter. So tell us, I read something on the internet about you being closer to your grandmother growing up.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's like pretty much a lot of
us, yeah.
A lot of kids in the, like you know,
our generation.
urban.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay.
A lot of kids though from that era is like granny kids because especially if you got young parents. See, my mom was like 18 or something when she had me around there in between. Like she was a teenager basically, and yeah, my granny was, you know,
was OG.
Yeah.
So was mine.
Yeah, she was holding everything down.
I saw something that said she was hustling, like she was doing tarot card readings.
Yeah, she was hustling,
Was she?
but like legit hustling.
Yeah.
So we had phones at her house. You know, this back when it was still landlines, you know what I mean? The brown phones, few of them, you know what I mean? Even my uncle was answering some of them. They had the tarot cards, bootleg movies. She was making candles, all type of stuff, you know what I mean? And working. So I think that's where I got the hustle from. I was like, damn, she get everything done and everything handled. Only thing I don't like that she do is just gotta work the job
Someone
forever.
else.
You know what I mean? So that really was my whole thing. Like, I ain't never getting a job. You know what I mean? That's out.
I ain't never filling out no applications.
Yeah,
none
never,
of that,
not one. She tried to get me to fill one out before she died, and I'm like, nah, that's out. I'm cool.
But is that why you do have so many different ventures? Like you have So Way Out, the store, you have the label, you have music.
You can't really just live off of one thing. Like only place you really could just live off of one thing is like a lot of people in the street, like street hustling, and then like at the end of that, people be broke because it's no other hustle. You know what I mean? When you got to stop. So, and then like legit business where you got to pay taxes and, you know, all this. You got to cover insurance, all type of different stuff. Like, you know, you got to have multiple incomes coming in if you want to survive, especially living in LA and Southern California. Yeah. The rent sky high, everything sky high. So you got to have, you know, multiple things going on to live a certain way. And I'm not trying to, you know, I'm trying to live my best. You know what I mean? I'm trying to live in the best house, drive the best car. I'm trying to do all that. I ain't going to sit here and lie like, you know, I want to just live a modest life. And no, that's not what I'm here for. You know what I mean? I want people to talk about me when I'm gone, or, you know, or even when I pull off, or when I'm on the other side, when I'm in another state. Yeah, I want, you know, I ain't gonna front. I want people to, you know, have that conversation like, gee, a dope dude. So in order for that to happen, I gotta be hustling. I gotta be getting money, you know what I mean?
But it's also even more important, if not just as important, to protect your assets and invest and all that stuff.
And that's, I'ma admit, you know, that's where I, you know, was lacking at.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was BMFing it. You know what I mean? For real.
I was gonna ask, you still love thoughts? That's still a thing?
I'm a human, you know what I'm saying? So I got, you know, I got different.
Yeah.
I wake up feeling different sometimes, you know? Like, nah, I'm Don Juan, El Capitan, or, you know, I'm, you know, ratchet. You know what I'm saying? I'll admit it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect, so, you know, I wake up feeling different ways. Some days I like thoughts, some days not. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Some days not. I keep it G.
Yeah.
So you did come to Houston on the anniversary of Pimp C's death. It's a big deal today in the city. It's also Jay-Z's birthday.
Jigga.
That's a big deal. Jigga. What's your favorite Jay-Z verse or song? Have you heard his verse on that Meek Mill song?
Yeah, that was fire. Okay. I heard it we had a show in Atlanta when that album came out. And we was listening to it on the way to, that was the first song they put on. I said,
because you see a Jay-Z, Rick Ross,
and then Rick Ross went off, and I said, "Oh, this fire." Yeah.
So what's your favorite song or verse?
My favorite verse from Jay-Z would be that's
Put men's on the spot, yo.
That's hard to pick.
Exactly.
Can't knock the hustle. I'm making sure time goes when the weather falls.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't knock the hustle. I like all the verses on that.
Favorite feature.
Favorite feature from Jay-Z?
Yeah. So real quick, he knows because his friend Heliel and I, we go back and forth every day about Jay-Z because he's a Jay-Z stan. Yeah. And I'm like, that makes sense. But give me like 5 top verses, and you can always recite it. But to me, I'm not like a stan. I'm a fan. I respect him. But the
5 top verses from Jigga?
Yeah. He got a catalog of like 20 years.
He got about 1 million verses. That's what I'm saying. 5 top verses. It's like different eras of Jay-Z. You know what I mean?
He's like different artists. Yeah.
Yeah.
In one.
So I like, man, I would say American Gangster.
Okay.
I would say the Fallen. And then what's that? This is it you dream about, backing them beamers out. How I go back to back, backing them beamers out. Seems as our plans to get a grand, then go out to college and pan to even out. We need it now. I forgot the name of that song. Man, there's so many. It's hard to say. You put me on the wrong spot with that. My brain just scrambled right now. Like, damn, Jay-Z, he got 1 million songs.
Yeah, he got so much.
Yeah,
stuff
it's hard to say. I just know I could say the top 5 albums that I like.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Because verses
can I do that?
Verses, that's tedious right there. I'm thinking my verses start popping in my head.
Yeah.
I would say Reasonable Doubt. This is no specific order. Blueprint 1. The Black Album, In My Lifetime, Volume 2, and American Gangster.
The Blueprint. Did you say the Blueprint? Okay.
Yep, the Blueprint 1 though.
So I always got to G-check people on that. Like y'all ain't gonna say the Blueprint.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of the. That's probably the best album. That's probably like number 1 to me. The Blueprint. Yeah.
So speaking of his verse, well, just Jay-Z. Period. He's a lot of people rock with him because he's a thinker, like you are.
Right.
Like he spends a lot of time in his thoughts. I remember watching like a Driven episode or Behind the Music back in the day.
Yeah.
He was saying that he studied the dictionary, like when he was a kid. That's how he has like such a great vocabulary. Yeah. What is it like for you when you get in those modes and you're like, do you cut everybody off? Or you just think constantly, like all the time, you got something?
Nah, my music up till right now has just been more so of a reflection. Like just like reflecting back or something just happened. You know, it's like kind of like, you know, I would say my music is kind of cinematic. So I just think of scenarios that happen. stuff that I seen, you know. I'm more so just like reporting for the people, you know. But as far as the wordplay go, yeah, I did a lot of reading, you know. So I'm actually getting back reading, you know. I don't really like. It's only certain things I like reading, you know.
Yeah.
Like I read autobiographies now, and probably like a few self-help, but not really so much of that either, because it's like really all common sense, you know what I mean? But yeah, reading and reflecting. Movies, conversation. That's really how I do it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then sometimes by myself, I just go off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's more so like energy in the room a lot of the time. Conversation. You know, they get me going.
Gotcha. You got to have a tight circle.
Yeah.
Which he has. They all up in here in the studio. Well, G Perico, you in Warehouse Live tonight. What else? What do you got coming up?
I'm waiting for some more of this ice to melt.
He's dehydrated. Yeah, he needs some more water. We're going to get him some more water. But before we go, what do you have on the horizon? What are you looking forward to? I know you got Rolling Loud. You're doing that in L.A.
Yeah, we doing Rolling Loud in about a week. Warehouse music. Yeah. Warehouse Live tonight. Yes. We got new music on the way. I got a few things going on. I got an animation about to come out. You know what I mean? I've been working on that.
A lot of people got those now.
Yeah.
What is that the new?
I mean, it's
the new wave.
It's like, see, the thing for me, I don't really know. I don't really, tune in to everybody that close. But the thing for me is, I wrote a few movie scripts. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And I need like a certain type of budget to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do like the regular hood movie. So, in order for me to get a lot of these stories and ideas out, the animation was cool. You know what I mean? It's like simple. You know what I mean? And I could, showcase a little more talent, that way. And then we just start rolling into the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we gonna get here some more ice, some more water.
Man, I'm dying.
But we appreciate you tonight at Warehouse Live. G Perico with Freddie Gibbs. It's all new 93.7 The Beat.
Are my lips white?
Yes. but the Usos F with you, so you good.